As Donald Trump campaigned for his second term, he made a definitive promise to the American people: no new wars. My personality is going to keep us out of wars. He vowed to be a peacemaker, a unifier. But behind the closed doors of the White House, a different reality was taking shape. He systematically dismantled the guardrails that had existed since World War II, replacing them with a tight-knit inner circle of absolute loyalists. A team built not to restrain him, but to enable him. They call them the war cabinets. And within weeks, the president who promised peace became a wartime president. But how did a single, reckless mistake on an encrypted messaging app expose the terrifying inner workings of this new American empire? Friday, February 28, 2025, a historic high-stakes meeting inside the Oval Office. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky arrives to litigate the future of his country. He is dressed in his signature military garb, a move the president's inner circle views as a profound lack of respect. Sitting in that room is Vice President J.D. Vance. Chosen precisely for his combative national populist edge, Vance does what traditional vice presidents would never dare to do. He positions himself as Trump's mini-bully and goes on the attack. Vance aggressively cuts in, badgering and humiliating the foreign leader in front of the American media. Have you said thank you once this entire meeting? We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion. It was a calculated show of righteous indignation representing the hardcore MAGA base. As foreign diplomats watched with their jaws on the floor, the new generation of American foreign policy was officially unleashed. As this hostile interrogation plays out, one man sits completely silent: Secretary of State Marco Rubio. He is sinking lower and lower into the couch, his face absolutely ashen, desperately trying to disappear from the room. Rubio's presence highlights a glaring mismatch. He was once a traditional, mainstream Reagan Republican, a defender of human rights and aggressive foreign policy, who famously called Trump a con man during the 2016 primaries. But Rubio knew what happened to Republicans who stood up to Donald Trump. To save his political career, he remade himself. He authored a populist book, swore absolute loyalty, and completed his journey from Trump's arch-nemesis to his chief diplomatic yes-man. But Rubio knew what happened to Republicans who stood up to Donald Trump. To save his political career, he remade himself. He authored a populist book, swore absolute loyalty, and completed his journey from Trump's arch-nemesis to his chief diplomatic yes-man. In his first term, Trump felt stymied by his advisors, the self-proclaimed adults in the room, who acted as firefighters containing a meltdown. This time, Trump eradicated the brakes. For the Department of Defense, he wanted a showman, someone straight out of central casting. He chose Fox News anchor Pete Hegseth. With no native political base or establishment connections, Hegseth was totally subordinate to the president. He immediately launched an unprecedented campaign to purge the military's top brass, firing the Joint Chiefs chairman and any general involved in what he called woke garbage. Hegseth summoned hundreds of commanders worldwide to a rare, urgent briefing at Quantico. He drew a clear line in the sand, targeting independent-minded officers who protected international norms. The new compass heading is clear. If the words I'm speaking today are making your heart sink, do the honorable thing and resign. But the true terrifying nature of this war cabinet was exposed not through official channels, but through a reckless digital blunder. National Security Advisor Michael Waltz created a group on Signal, a commercial messaging app, to coordinate an active military campaign against Houthi rebels in Yemen. By mistake, he added a prominent journalist to the group chat. What followed was an astonishing window into American national security operating out in the wild. Inside the chat, a fierce debate erupted. Vice President J.D. Vance opposed the strikes, arguing, "I think we are making a mistake. I just hate bailing Europe out again." Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth fired back, eager to unleash American might. "We are the only ones on the planet who can do this. I think we should go." Immediately, everyone shut up. The vice president fell in line. Hegseth began dropping highly classified operational details into the app. 12:15 Eastern Time, F-18S launch. 15:36, first sea-based Tomahawks launched. As precision strikes pounded Yemen, the senior-most officials of the United States government celebrated on a commercial app, trading fire emojis, muscle emojis, and American flags. While Donald Trump watched the destruction unfold from Mar-a-Lago, the doctrine is simple: you mess with us at your own peril, and you'll find out. From large-scale strikes in Venezuela and the capture of Nicolas Maduro to major combat operations in Iran, Trump's war cabinet has enabled a rapid, aggressive escalation of global violence. The guardrails are gone. The technicians and firefighters have been replaced by a concentrated inner circle possessing more unchecked power than the world has seen in decades. The president, who promised to stop World War III, has officially become a wartime president, and his war cabinet is just getting started. What do you think about Trump's new inner circle? Is this peace through strength or a fast track to global conflict? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives. Thanks for watching.